BenPhrases coming post live from Cedar Falls, Iowa. I'm not going to hold you up too long today, but I just wanted to talk to you about something that just popped into my head because I had experienced it maybe a couple days prior. But I've noticed us, brothers, black men, when we encounter with one another and we're unfamiliar with one another, a lot of the times there's a certain type of energy where it feels like there's an aversion to one another or there's an aversion to one's presence. We don't even do something as simple as say, hi, what's up? How's it going? It's a very weird feeling. And the reason I'm bringing this up in this particular context, because in the context of non-black men and non-African American individuals, I do not experience that to the degree I experience with my fellow brothers. I don't get the concept, even if you don't know the brother and you walk by or you're in the same area, there's always this tendency to mean mug one another, to show a visual force or some sort of strength to try to prove something to somebody who you do not know. And what I'm saying is, in the larger context, with as much hell as we catch, with the stereotypes that are associated with us, we're not doing ourselves any favor by being unjustifiably difficult with one another. That just doesn't make any sense. And it starts with something as these microaggressions, these interactions that, for lack of better terms, that are not friendly at all. Now, I'm not saying you got to be buddy-buddy with everybody. But what I am saying is, we, brothers, my fellas, black men in America, young black men too, we need to be much more mindful and conscious of how we treat one another, how we approach one another. And it does not hurt to actually be courteous or cordial with one another. We have no problem with doing that with somebody who's non-black, but there's a certain type of energy that is engendered when we interact amongst ourselves. I just do not understand it. It's almost, the way I look at it, I'm not going to get too far off into it, but it's almost as giving that, I guess, false bravado. That's just a pretext to, I guess, mask or compensate for the insecurities that you harbor or just the lack of confidence that you might have. I can't put my finger on it, but it's definitely something that's prevalent and it occurs. So I challenge my brothers, my African American brothers, black brothers, speak to one another, say what's up, how's it going? And there does not need to be any ulterior motive behind it, because you know how we are. We can not speak to one another, and that's misinterpreted as a slight or a mean mug. Now we're ready to fight over something that is really non-existent. That's all my time for now. As always, BenPhrases. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.